Hello Percipient, I'm Gloomy, and I'm hoping you're healthy and satisfied. My own struggles with discipline, and my understanding of discipline with a couple of my views on it. I hope you see it interesting and useful. What is discipline anyway? Discipline is the quality of being able to behave and work in a controlled way, which involves obeying particular rules or standards, and punishing them when they do not reach or obey. When I first learned and heard about discipline, it clicked in my head and I remembered my teachers, older siblings, and my parents. So I thought most of the discipline I have comes from my surrounding. At the time I thought you can only gain it from school and being lucky enough to be born in a decent family that are willing to discipline you, even if it means hurting you sometimes and making you dislike them for a couple of days. I was partly wrong, thinking that the only source of discipline is from family and school. So with time I learned discipline can be gained from hard work and being diligent about what you do, and of course being conscientious, wishing to do your absolute best. My struggles with discipline. It probably comes from my low self-esteem, fear of failing, my blind belief in my family's words that they know what is best for me. It's kinda comforting in a way, living in a family where everyone is older than you and they have more experience than you, and that's what you normally would assume. So you started to believe they were never wrong. It's easy to get hooked to the sense of safety. Everything is going to be fine. Just follow us, listen to what we say, and you will be at your best image. It's like life is the circus, and you are the tightrope walker, and under you is the net that will catch you. That's family waiting to save you if you ever fail. What can go wrong? If I dare say, I would say nothing. But I would be lying seeing these perfect beings you believe in them so much started failing and growing more resentful and not admitting they were wrong. They would just blame it on other irrelevance, ignorance, like black magic or luck. I had my psychological shock that I can't say it changed me to the better or maybe the worse. I started taking responsibility they weren't my own, but at the time I was 100% sure that's my chance to get closer to these perfect wrong beings and actually trying to help. But I ended up getting used whenever needed, like a switch on and off, till I couldn't understand the problem. I felt dumb, hopeless and useless. At the time I had two major chances in my life to go and look out for my own self and goals. But I lost them, and that made me become resentful, so I snapped. And I started to think about myself first, and not help them again, because it was affecting me more than what I can tolerate. And they won't even acknowledge that I tried, I just wanna remember that I tried. I remember when I was 8 years old, I was in school at the time, and one of my favorite teachers asked this question: what do you want to be in life? And he started with the far right side of my seat, and students started answering. At the time, most of them were wanting to be professional football players, and few policemen and soldiers. Even fewer said doctors and pilots. But I answered excitedly, I want to be a chef. Back in the day, it wasn't an accepted imagery for men to take it as a career in my country. But that's what I thought. So the class burst laughing loudly, and I didn't care that much. I was smiling and full of dreams, looking at my favorite teacher, shocked. So he made it clear that he wasn't a fan of this idea. I didn't think of it that much. I was like, meh. I got my perfect wonderful beings, my family. Sadly, my first dream, probably the purest one, got destroyed from the dearest. Still cooking though, from time to time. After a couple of years, I'm in my first year of high school. I started thinking about just passing high school and thinking about money and how to obtain it. I became the kind of person who doesn't believe in passion, religion, and life itself. I became nihilistic. At the time, I didn't know what it means. I was in the mindset of money equals happiness. Money is everything. So I started forcing myself through high school. And if I'm being honest, I passed high school because of family pressure and a couple of my friends that I had. I just wanted to be around them, so if I failed, I will do the year again. And they will be in the second year, so that's what actually gave me the motivation to pass high school. And I believe it was one of the unhealthiest way of thinking. and it passed. And now I realized most of what I did was because of someone else, and I actually got the motivation to do it and learned to love it because that person would praise me or something along these lines. Now I'm stuck trying to build a selfish me, the self-discipline that I never had towards the things I want.